What is up everyone, Boshi here with a quick video for you guys. So we have a couple of Drop Fever events popping up, and actually the very first one has started today on the 30th, and that one is for the Ice Golem for the Resist set. Now obviously a lot of people use the Resist set inside of PvP content, but it's making its way further into higher end PvE content. For example, a lot of people are using High Resist to get through the Bommel encounter. I personally use High Resist to get through the Eternal Dragon encounter, and now you have something like the Hydra boss. Now, not everything, and actually majority of the things cannot be resisted inside of the Hydra boss, but you definitely have things that can be, such as the Head of Blight's poison and leech debuffs. And then you also have the Head of Mischief, where it does a turn meter steal along with a buff steal, and then later on does a buff spread. You definitely want to try to resist that, or try to navigate that to a champion that can resist it, because that way you're not fighting your own buffs. So definitely do not count out the resist set. It can do great things in all areas of the game in my opinion, so definitely make sure you check that out. The next one is going to be for the Fire Night on January 4th on a Tuesday, and the Drop Fever is going to be for the Stun set. Now the Stun set isn't widely talked about, but is an amazing set for progression. Can do great things in PvP, faction crypts, for dungeon waves, for Doom Tower waves. If you can put it on a champion that does frequent AoE abilities such as like a Sylar, maybe even a Deacon Armstrong, you have that chance to stun every single time those AoEs go out, and it can definitely help with progression. So definitely make sure you are not counting it out. I personally even use it in a lot of the secret rooms, like the rare attack room. I think it's probably one of the only ways to get through that, unless you have very high end damage gear. But yeah, definitely check that out. And then the last one is going to be on January 7th, and that's going to be for the Dragon's Lair for the Stalwart set. Now obviously the Stalwart set is known for doing great things on the normal clan boss, but I think it can definitely do things in all areas of the game. In PvP, you have a lot of AoE abilities going on in there. For PvE, Doom Tower content, you have a lot of bosses that just straight up do all AoE. And then now you have the Hydra boss, where majority of the heads are doing AoE as well. So definitely do not count out the Stalwart set. I tend to a little bit more, just because you don't see a direct stat boost from a set like that. But overall, it is going to help your mitigation throughout pretty much the whole game. Now we do have a 10 times event also coming up tomorrow on the 31st with a guaranteed champion event. Now I do want to go ahead and go through the list of champions real quick and let you guys know why they are on this list. Now they all seem to be high performing Hydra encounter type champions, but yeah, let's go ahead and go through them. I'm going to read them off my other screen though. So first off, we have Tuhanarok, pretty much the better Doom Priest. Brings a decreased speed, a block buffs, a debuff spread, pretty much a bunch of different things. Definitely really good champion for Hydra with all those types of abilities. We have something like Underpriest Brogni, brings a shield that cannot be stolen by the Head of Mischief. Also brings a block debuffs that can be pretty key. It does a heal with the shield. It does a little bit of reflect damage when getting hit and there's a shield involved. So definitely a great champion to bring. Just have to be careful with the block debuffs though. Then you have Scissorane. Scissorane is a great AoE champion that provides a decreased attack, or not decreased attack, sorry, decreased defense along with a weaken, but on the A1 you have a decreased speed, which can be very key in order to get ahead of the Hydra. So definitely a good champion right there. You have Mashalad, brings a very big sustain with the A2, providing a leech on everyone, and then you have an A1 that can actually hit everyone, but it's not considered an AoE attack, so it's not penalized by the Hydra passive. So definitely keep that in mind. And Mashalad's a great champion in general to get through a lot of areas of the game, and great for PvP as well. You have Aboro, a epic that is really good. Actually can do an AoE drop defense if you have 4 or more debuffs on the initial target. Provides a veil for herself and actually does some pretty decent damage. You have Ugo, very good block buffs damage, or block buffs debuffer. Also provides a drop defense, can possibly res your whole team if she is the last surviving, but also has a pretty good sustain on her as well. You have Doom Priest, good cleanser overall. You get a heal every one of her turns. Pretty basic champion though, definitely doing good things if you do not have and like a Inquisitor Shamil and stuff like that. And then you have Thalesia, a Hex champion that can provide an AoE drop defense along with some debuff duration additions. So definitely a good champion there. And then the Guaranteed Champion event is actually going to be for 4 Sacred Shards. So up to 4 Sacreds, you will then get a Rector Drath. Now Rector Drath is one of the very few champions that can provide an AoE Perfect Veil. Now it does have a qualifier that the person has to be at full health in order to get that Perfect Veil. Otherwise they do get a continuous heal, but overall a very solid champion. Not sure if it's worth 4 Sacreds in my opinion though, but yeah, definitely keep that in mind though. Guaranteed Champion event, if you do need a Perfect Veil champion for the Hydra, definitely a good one right there. But yeah, that is all I wanted to talk to you guys about. A lot of Hydra stuff coming over these next couple of days. I think their Plarium is just trying to help some people out. But yeah, overall, let me know what you guys think of all these events. Let me know how you guys are doing on Hydra. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.